Hello everyone, I'm Nini FC and this is Blue Lines TV, and today I'm bringing out another Chelsea vs Barcelona video. And in this video today I'm going to be talking about the 5 points I think we need to achieve to be able to beat Barcelona for today. I'm just getting straight into the video, starting with the first point, and that is we need to start with a striker in this game. We can't afford to use a false 9, and the main reason why I feel why we can't use a false 9 in this game today, or why we can't start with one, is the fact that we need to have Eden Hazard in his best position. Now, Hazard himself, we've all seen the press conferences, we've read the statements, he's constantly been talking about how he felt that, he hasn't been really getting too involved in the game, basically, if I'm just paraphrasing everything quickly. He wants to get involved. Playing on the left-hand side is key, because when you look at Barca's right-hand side, I'm telling you, it's weak there defensively. Roberto he's never been a good one-on-one defender. Semedo is much better than him, but he's actually injured at this moment in time. And on the right-hand side, it's just pretty slow. Yes, Dembele could potentially be starting on that right-hand side, but he's never been known for his defensive work rate. He's all about attacking and doing things by himself. If we can, obviously, focus our counter-attacks down that sides in particular, Hazard's going to have a lot of joy. And this is where a striker comes into play now, because with the striker we have that focal point up front. Now, you guys have seen my match preview. I'm talking about how Giroud could be starting in this game today. But anyway, by having a focal point, it's going to take away pressure from Hazard, and he's going to be the main focus on Barcelona, because Barcelona fear Eden Hazard. They're scared of him. Again, I've said this already, you've seen in the first leg, every time Willian took a shot on goal, that was because Hazard was out wide, attracting the attention of numerous Barca players, playing Willian, who was free in the space to then take shots and do what he wants to do. And that's the most effective way at dragging Barcelona and putting them in uncomfortable situations. By having a striker, you can battle against Barcelona's centre-backs, and with having a striker as well, it's going to provide a plan B option where we can obviously relieve pressure from the back by hitting it out and obviously going route one, and then we can then bypass our midfield and then try to start attacks from there. And basically, by having a target man, by having a focal point, you're basically able to improvise much more counter-attacking opportunities. Now, in my opinion, you guys, I want Morata, because I feel that, not in addition to just, him being decent aerially, is the fact that he has that pace. He can make runs in behind and he can stretch Barcelona by moving. With Giroud, you only get one thing of him. To be able to get that maximum effect, you have to play him close with Hazard and Willian, and it's just not going to happen in this game. Palace is a completely different game where we're playing in their half against Barca. We're going to be off the ball a lot more. Come on, you guys. We had 30% possession in the last game. It's probably going to be around a 30% possession mark for this game as well. Morata will provide another option. The second key point that we need in this game is that we need Conte's game management to be on point. If there's ever a time throughout this entire season where we need Conte to make that right tactical change, to be able to change the course of a game, and to be able to obviously have faith in the team and obviously give them that impetus to continue on with what they're doing, this is the game. Too often throughout this season, Conte has made the wrong decisions, where it's either been not making the right attacking sub, not being brave enough, subbing off our best players for no reason at all, just to keep that balance. And I think today it's going to be a game where Conte is going to have faith in the squad, like I'm saying, be brave, make that right decision. Because again, if we get to a point where we've got a goal or two, let's say, in the opening 60 minutes, we're going to need Conte to make the right subs now. Now, in this game, Hazard can never ever be subbed off at all. That would just be suicide, because then once he's off, Barcelona are going to have a breather. They're going to feel more confident to attack, because then that means all they'd have to do is get a goal and to be able to obviously, get something and get back into the game. And I just feel that, with a game management, this will be the perfect time. And let's say, God willing, please, if we are taking the advantage in the first 60, 70 minutes, then bring on the false 9 system. Have Hazard as a focal point. Have Pedro to come on so we can keep that defensive structure and have that work rate as well. I don't think this is a game where, if we are in the lead, I don't think we need to bring on both strikers, because even though Giroud could be helpful, I don't think he's that good at keeping the ball. I'm sorry, I've seen him play so many times. Even against Palace, I didn't think the guy was that great, missing easy chances. Even when he was winning the ball, playing the wrong pass, We're not getting anything different from Morata. So please, Conte, today, game management is what we need from you to give this team a better chance at getting something from the game. Now, the third key point that we need in this game is to deny Barcelona space in the middle. We did a fantastic job at that. If there's one thing Conte needs to get praised for, is that he knows how to set the team up off the ball. Structurally, we're very hard to play against. This is why you really need to create attacks out wide and hope to obviously try to shift our central patterns if you want a chance of getting through us, because we are nearly impenetrable when it comes to playing through us. It just doesn't work. In the first leg against Messi, he did nothing. Barcelona tried tons of things to try to open up space there and try to obviously, shift the direction of our midfield players by obviously exposing them to create more holes in the middle. It wasn't happening. Messi was dropping deeper, he was moving out to the right, and then he was pushing Paulinho up to make it a front two of him and Suarez to try and command the attention, obviously by having our centre-backs focusing on him, to try and free up space for Messi. Conte was prepared, he knew what was going to be happening. It didn't make a single difference, and really Barca couldn't do anything in the first leg. If it wasn't for that mistake, honestly, things would be looking much more positive right now. But I think that I do feel a bit confident with us defensively, because again, that's one thing Conte gets right, that shadow play defensive structure that they spent hours and hours working on in the training ground. Every player knows how to keep in that position, and I just think that is going to be key to helping us shut out Barcelona as the game goes on, as they get more frustrated. Hopefully they're going to be exposing more holes in behind, where obviously their fullbacks will leave that space behind for the likes of a Willian and Hazard to do bits in. And that last point actually falls in nicely with the fourth thing that we need to do in this game today. We need to attack the spaces down the flanks. This is where Hazard and Willian will be key. If we're starting with a striker, things are going to look positive. Barca are going to panic. The beauty of having those guys is the fact that, let's say we are playing balls to them out wide for them to obviously get in possession and try to make something happen. The times where they do keep the ball, that will be able to give our wing-backs time to push up. Once our wing-backs push up, that's when it's obviously cue for the midfielders to get forward, and then we can sustain a bit of pressure in their half. Barcelona, I've always felt their weaknesses are out wide, especially on that right-hand side. I mean, Hazard is going to be so important in this game today, because the beautiful thing about Hazard is that when he's commanding that attention, it's only going to free up more space for Willian to do things. And Willian was just all over Barcelona in the first leg. They had no solution to him. They won't have any solution to him. Really, for Barca to have a solution for Willian, they'd have to play off the ball a bit more, which they're not going to be doing. And I just think that this is a game where these guys are going to be key in helping us get something against Barcelona. Honestly, I'm feeling optimistic, especially with Willian's fantastic form. Finally we have an equal partner for Eden Hazard, and I think these guys are going to be instrumental in helping us get something favourable from this game. And the last point to end this video is, and again, it sounds very simplistic, but it's probably the hardest one: no more mistakes, no more individual mistakes. Honestly, players got to take responsibility here. They have to concentrate fully, play without fear, play with confidence, play with passion. We're going to need that. End of the day, as we saw in the first leg, we got everything right tactically, and it just comes down to obviously what players do in the moment. In this game today, I feel that the system against Barca is going to help us, because Barca have struggled so often throughout the season against teams that defend in that compact type of manner, and especially when Barcelona players will be feeling pressure because we always get results against them. So that's going to be on the back of their heads. We can use that to our advantage. We can use that against them. It's time for players to step up, take responsibility. Of course, the system is probably going to help us 65% of the way there, but it's going to come down to the final 35% being on the players stepping up. I know I'm sounding very yarded right now, but again, the players are the guys that win it for you on the pitch. If it comes down to a player getting a chance on goal, you need to take the opportunity. If it comes to potentially getting a yellow card to help us stay in the game, that player has to do it for the team. If it comes to you panicking under pressure, kick it out of play, kick it far away if you can. Or if you see that your centre-back's under pressure, one of the midfielders needs to drop, be that passing outlet and take responsibility. We can't have any fear in this game. We need everyone to be on their game. But anyway, you guys, that's going to end the 5 points I think we can do against... But anyway, you guys, that's going to end the video here. What do you think about the points? What points do you think that we need to follow to have a chance against Barcelona later tonight? Remember, you guys, there's going to be a live stream watch along during the game. So if you guys want to see my thoughts, opinions, and reaction, make sure you watch that. The match review is going to come out straight after that. Then after the match review will be the live sub call-in. It was very successful last week and a lot of fantastic debates. So if you guys want to be part of that show later tonight, now's your chance. In the description below will be the details into how to enter. I hope to see some of you there because there's already a few people that are already part of the show. Anyway, you guys, I'm the FC. This is Blue Lions TV. Come on, Chelsea. Let's get the result today. Let's do this.